Hello, hello. Excuse me. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Dixie. How are you guys doing? So excited for today's paper share. Hope you are too. We're going to have fun. Hey, Christy. Hey, Carolyn. Kathy, Zaramba. Yeah, I already said hi to you, sweetheart. Okay, so as you guys are jumping on, please say hi. Let me know what you're up to. Certainly let me know what is in your cup. Hey, Jill. Can y'all see that? I don't even know if you can see that. I'm having my chai rooibos herbal tea. I just made it. It's very full. Worried it's going to spill. Hey, Ruthie. Did I miss anybody? Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Kathy Sanford. I am doing better. I'm not perfect, but I am going to push through today. So thanks to everyone who's asking how I'm doing. Yeah, I've been sick. We went on our family reunion last weekend. And prior to that, my husband started having an issue with his arm and his shoulder. And turns out he's got a cervical pinch. So he's been dealing with that, still dealing with it, going to the neuro chiropractor and everything to deal with all that. Hey, Kelly. We had a wonderful time, though, on our family reunion. I personally think it was probably the best family reunion we've ever had. It was really fun. Part of it was due to location. We actually went to Branson, Missouri, but we got to stay in this really nice condo unit thing, kind of like a duplex condo unit. Anyway, and it was really, really nice. So we had a great time. And I got sick the last day, like as we were leaving. I thought it was allergies at first. But no, I think it was a head cold. So I've been dealing with that, trying to get rid of it. We got home and found out that our electrical system that was done in the 80s, because our house was built in 82, you know, there was a big housing boom back then. I'm sure many of you know that. And so, you know, they cut corners here and there. Well, anyway, our electrical system has always been weird in this house. And anyway, it turns out it wasn't grounded properly. And there was a lightning strike nearby or hit us or whatever. And so it messed up some of our electricity. One of our rooms was not coming on. Like, it came on when we got here, but then when my son went to plug in his computer, it died. And we were like, what's going on? So we were messing with the box and, you know, trying to see if the room just needed to be reset or whatever. That wasn't working. So we were really confused. So the next morning, and that was a Sunday. So Monday morning, we had to call the electric people out to figure it out. Well, basically they said, hey, this box is not code. We can't even fix it. There's no parts for it anymore. So you have to get a whole new box, a whole new system, all the things, which was, you know, $13,500 later, right? Hopefully, insurance will pay for the majority of that. And they still couldn't get the living room figured out. So they had to like drop a new line into that room. And they said, we're probably going to have to redo all the wiring in this house at some point because it's, you know, out of date and obviously messed up. So we're like, oh, great. So there's the thing with older houses. When you buy them, there's always these things that pop up that you have to fix. So anyway, but we've lived here for what, 22 years now. So when we moved here, it was still code, but now it's not code anymore. So hence the whole new system. So crazy, right? When it rains, it pours. But anyway, yeah, I've been working really hard to get well, which is unfortunate because I was already behind. That put me further behind. And I was like, I'm not missing doing the paper share because we already had to move this once. So I'm gonna try to make it through, you guys. So everybody cross your fingers, pray, all the things that I make it through this video. I've already got a cough drop in, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Hello, everyone. If I didn't already say your name, I'm sorry. I probably missed you jumping on, but welcome. So glad you're here. Please tell me what's in your cup. Be commenting throughout the video. I will be doing some live drawings with this paper party, as well as we have our announcements for those who won the actual paper share drawing ahead of time. We have 11 winners. Can you believe that? It was a huge paper share. I'm so excited. This is the biggest one that Katie and I have had yet. And so we're very excited. So I have 6 winners. She's got 5. So we're super duper excited. I think all told we had 60 people. It was crazy. So, very excited to have all of you here. Hopefully, you know, the majority of you guys are able to join live. If not, of course, this will be available to watch afterwards. I will repost it in this page so you can find it again here, but I will also be posting it on YouTube and sending you a follow-up email with that link so that you can get to it. Please do not share that link with other people. It is meant to be private. It is only for those of you that paid for this. So please, please, please keep that to yourselves, and keep the email in a special box so you can always find it. Okay. So excited that you guys are here. Cannot wait to play. You guys ready? All right. So, excuse me, I'm probably going to be doing that a lot. I apologize for that. I am still recovering from being sick, so I might be clearing my throat or sneezing or coughing or whatever. I do apologize for that. Hopefully you'll forgive me. All right, so we're going to be making 7 cards today. There are 6 that are part of the paper share itself, and then one final one that is a free gift, which we'll get to that in a minute. And then Katie's going to be doing an extra video for you guys. It was scheduled for this evening. There's been a friend death that, anyway, point being, she's not going to be able to do it tonight. So she will be doing it tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Time, whatever that is for you, okay? So come back here, 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, or if you want to be on with her live, or you can watch the replay later. And she'll be doing a card, I believe, with the end colors, I think was her plan. So anyhow, that's how things are going to go for today. So we're going to do this video today with the 6 paper share cards plus the extra gift one. And then she'll do that video tomorrow for you guys, all here on this private group page that I sent you to. Okay, so make sure you save this group page so you've got it if you ever need to return to it. All right. And I know you guys are going to ask, though I don't know if anybody's asked yet, what this little thing is up here. This is my, isn't this cool? My husband got this for me for Mother's Day, and I hadn't shown it to you guys. This is, I don't know how well you can see it because it probably is shiny because it's gold. This is a, I believe, 24 karat gold challenge coin for the United States Marine Corps. So I was a Marine, those of you that don't know, and this is our 250th year. And so, yeah, this is super cool. So he got that for me for Mother's Day, and I love it. Anyway, so I thought I'd leave that there. Okay, so you guys, we are using, I'm gonna go over some housekeeping here. So, that you guys know what's going on. Now, in your packet, which looks like this, there is a PDF. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. If you've never done this before, open it up, flip it over, and then pull everything out this way, because that way you won't get anything messed up. Everything is in order in this. Okay, so in here, we'll go over the contents, but first of all, you guys need to know you've got a PDF in here. I did send this to you via email, so you have this on your email as well, but it is printed out for you guys. And on here, it does tell you the stamps we used, though you can use any sentiments you'd like. And it also down here tells you the inks that I used. Again, you can use any ink that you like that coordinates with the cards. Whatever you want to do is fine, okay? But these are the ones that we did use, so I'm going to point those out here in just a second. All right, and then each individual, and of course, these are all the products that I used to put the kits together. And then each individual card has its recipe, so if you want to make these, again, you know exactly what we used to make it. You can repeat those cards over and over again. So all of those are in here for you, including the bonus card. Okay, so that's what that is. And I am going to need this because we need, it does have, let me show you. It says here from your paper share, that's the paper that we're going to cut. So that'll help you with knowing what we're going to cut. Just in case there's a typo, follow along with me if you can. just so you don't cut the wrong thing, or also see the directions of how to cut. Okay, this little tiny bag of little bits, I recommend grabbing a little bowl or dish or something that you can put all of these little pieces in. It includes the embellishments. There's some sequins in there. Make sure you get everything out of there and put this aside so that you won't lose any of your pieces. Okay, I'm also going to be using a brush for our bonus card. You could use a dauber if you like, but I'm going to be using one of the blending brushes for that. We're going to be using Petunia Pop for that one. So, or you could do Fresh Freesia if you like. Either one of those colors will probably be fine. I'm going to be using Petunia Pop though, so I'm using my purple brush. The inks that I have out, and of course you can always use black as well, but I've got Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Petunia Pop, Pecan Pie, and Secret Sea for all of the inks. And then from our 2 stamp sets, we are using the Beautiful Motifs and the Right Words. Again, you can use any sentiment that fits in the sentiment things we've given you. But if you want to use the same things, these are the 2 stamp sets that we're using. I can talk, I swear, as we go along. Also, I'm going to show you a alternate for our first card using some daubers. So I'm going to be using my new daubers that I haven't even put labels on yet. You can see this is my container that has all my in color years. So these are the 5 that for this year's in colors. I haven't even used them yet. I haven't even put their labels on them. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing for those. Okay. So also in the kit, you have this little pack, which has got all of your like colored pieces, die cut pieces that were bigger than what would go in the little thing. And so, like I said, with Katie, do we have any of Katie's people on right now? Darlene, you're here. I can't see everybody's thing right now. Hey, Katie. Katie's may be different from mine because she packs her own up. So if it's a little different, just, you know, kind of go with the flow here. But I've got all of my pieces here for my cards, and they are in order, and then I've got a couple of ribbons on top. So I'm just going to move the ribbons off to the side because those are for other cards, but then everything is already in order. So I'm just going to set that right there. Then you have your 6 card bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 6 card bases and 6 envelopes. Now there's different ways to do envelopes. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to set them aside for right now. I'm going to move this out of the way. But do we have anybody that's with Katie's group that hasn't said hi? Please say hi if you are with Katie's group. I'm hoping that Katie, did you remind everybody that today was the live so they knew to jump on? Okay, so I'm just going to fold all of my card bases and grab my bone folder, and we're going to just burnish these real quick so that they're all ready to go. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad you did. Are any of them on here other than like I see Darlene's on here. So if you are with Katie's group, please make sure you're saying hi and talking to all of us. We're fun too. Don't worry. We'll be nice to you. We won't be mean. The phone is too small to watch. We'll listen and catch replay. Oh, you're on your phone. Okay. So I know some of you used to watch me here on Facebook and you were able to put it on your TV screen. And now you can't for some reason. I don't know what the reasoning is for that. I have no idea because I never used to do that. But when I put it on YouTube, if you get YouTube if you have a way to get YouTube on your TV, then you could always watch it that way. So just for knowledge base. Love how organized you always are. It's how I live. I hate not being organized. It drives me crazy. Okay. So quick little tip I'm going to give you guys. this is our first card right here. And so this one is beautiful. We used the what is it called? Pretty Florals dies in your little pack, your little kit here. You're going to need like these pieces. These are the top part for the flowers as well. And you're also going to need the leaves. So we've got 2 of each of the 2 different greens, and then the mint color in this. So lots of little pieces plus these for this first one. And then also you're gonna need this sentiment piece that has like the 2 rounded edges and the 2 pointed edges. So cool. This one is from, did I put that on there? Wonderful Thoughts. Really cool one. I love that one. Okay, and then, oops, I'm losing my pieces here. Okay. And then you're also going to need, you're going to want to find in here, you should have 3 of the in color dots. They're going to be different colors. So like there's the Timid Tiger. Yours may be different sizes too. There's the Strawberry Slush, and then you should also have, and they should have that pearlescent look to them. You also have the Darling Duckling. So don't get them mixed up with these. These have got a flat color to them. They are different. So just make sure you're grabbing the right thing. So these right here, try to get them here. So you have like a pink, a blue, and a yellow. These are like, they're just glossy. They don't have this pearlescent look. So make sure you grab the ones that are pearlescent for this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you a quick little tip. Something fun you can do to make a difference with your card if you want to. Now, if you want to do it just straight up the way it is, then just skip this step and then move on to the next step. So let me show you this first little step real quick. So this one is, what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces. I'm going to grab myself a little scratch piece of paper here. And make sure you've got the top side up. How do you know what the top side is? The back side feels rougher because the edges, when it cuts, it's going to cut kind of and give you like this, y'all know what I'm saying, right? I'm not making any sense. But anyway, did I scroll down? Did I scroll down? Can't see what you're doing. My screen is just showing. Oh, okay. Thank you for helping, Ruth. Complete set of cards. Just showing the complete set of cards. You might need to reload, Ruthie. If it's still showing my first screen when I started where the cards were at the base, I'm way past that. I'm working on the first card now. So you should, you might need to reload. For some reason, it may not be loading the video part of yours. Oh, that sounds like fun, Darlene. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so if you want to do this part, you can. Like I said, you can always skip this. So what I'm going to do, I don't have these colors mentioned in the thing, so this is something you'll have to grab them for. So I'm going to grab these 4 colors. Again, if you don't have them, just skip this step. You don't have to do it. And hold on, let me grab my Strawberry Slush. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, so again, this is not part of the main thing. This is just an extra step for those of you that want to. I haven't even opened this yet. We're going to see how much this one is different from the... So for those of you that don't know, you can't actually order the cloud cover ink pads because they color shifted. So, and we are too careful about, I don't know if we'll be able to tell with, mine actually looks pretty good, but it may take time too. Sometimes it takes time for them to color shift. So they let us buy up the stock, the demonstrators, but they won't provide them for customers because they are going to color shift. So just be aware of that. All right, so I'm going to take my dauber for the cloud cover, for instance. Again, this is an optional step. So if you have your colors, and I'm going to start here in the center, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of color. And I'm not trying to make it super dark. I also don't care if it's like super even. I'm just trying to add a little bit of color to all of that, okay? And then I'll close that up. We'll grab strawberry slush here. And I'm just going to add a little bit. Oops. Try to hold on to this so it doesn't move around. So what this is doing is this is just going to add a little bit of depth of color because it'll be slightly darker from the original. And so it'll give you a little bit of a two-tone flower. Again, if you don't have them, don't worry about it. It's okay. You can see here this card. I didn't do this on this card. This is just an extra fun step for those of you that want to do it. In order to see comments, I have to shrink the main picture on my iPad. Oh, I've never tried to watch on an iPad. That's a good point. It may be a little bit different, or you may be able to grab the comments. Sometimes there's a way, like I know on my phone, I can see just the picture, or I can also tell it to show me the comments. So there might be a way to do that, but you'll have to play around with that. I'm not sure because I've never looked on my iPad. I can grab my iPad and play with that and see here at the end of the video, but I don't want to stop in the middle to try to play with technology. So, okay, so we did the Timid Tiger, and then we'll do the duckling. So again, I'm just adding a little bit. I'm not trying to go super dark. It will, of course, fade. The color will lighten after some time. It'll be a little bit darker right now than it is once it dries entirely. Okay, so just a little bit of color. So again, this is an optional thing. It is not a necessity. So if you're like, I don't have all those colors, it's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our silicone mat for this next important part. All right, and we have our flowers. So I'm going to take the, you can see here, see how it's a little bit darker now than the original color? That's going to help. Okay, so again, not necessary, just fun. All right, so for those of you who like to do a little extra, so I'm just going to take my glue, and the really important part here is just this center piece, but if you can get a little bit of glue in a couple of the other big spots, it's a good idea. All right, now these line up a certain way. If you want to take a dry one that doesn't have glue, you're basically going to line this up so that the little, they look like thorns. The little spiky bits are going to line up with the edge of the petals here. So just kind of get that lined up like that, and you'll get everything where it goes. So it'll look like that. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm just going to line this up. Like so. And you can see there, it's just a little bit darker than the rest. All right. We'll do the same thing here. So I hope you guys had a good week. Or good 2 weeks, because I haven't seen you guys in a bit. Restarting your computer. Oh no, bummer. All right, let's look at that one lined up. Perfect. And then we'll grab these two. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move these up here. Just give myself a little bit of room here. All right. So just little dots of glue will do. You don't need a whole lot in some of the bigger spots. Just like that. Lined up. And you can see the difference in the two colors is not drastic because I didn't put a whole lot on there. I just wanted a little bit of color just to give it a little bit of oomph. Your daughter got married yesterday. Oh my gosh, Darlene, congratulations. I didn't know that was happening. I had no idea. Congratulations. That's awesome. So is it a big to-do? Yeah, it just gives it a little bit of oomph, right? Okay. But I know that some of you don't have the colors yet, and that's totally fine. You could always put it aside and finish it when you do have the colors, or you can just not worry about it. It's fine too. Okay. Also, if you happen to have the, what am I talking about? The Versamark ink, you could do that with Versamark ink and then just let it dry really well before, I'm sorry, I have hiccups. Dry really well before you try to do it, because the Versamark ink will also make that darker. And you could do that on all 4 colors without having to change your stamp color. So that's nice too. That will work. All right. So now that we've done, I don't know why I'm putting that away. Don't ask me. I have no idea because I need it. All right. Before we move on to the next step, we're going to do a little bit of coloring, a little bit of cutting. Oh my gosh, my brain. And we also need to stamp this piece, but we're going to cut real quick. So from your paper pack, now your papers should be in order unless you've gotten it out and played with it. And I know that happens from time to time. So if you got it out and played with it, it's not in order. That's okay. We're going to do florals in bloom first. And so if you will grab your paper from your pack, and mine's a full pack, so forgive me, I do have different sizes than you guys do. I'm going to use a scrap though here, so it's not going to be that different. But you've got a 6 by 6 inch piece, no big deal. Just use what you have to get the right cut. Now, I like you see these little dots, they're kind of elongated. I like the elongated look going top to bottom. You can do it this way if you prefer. I just thought it almost looked like rain. Like, not exactly, but it kind of had that look to it. So I kind of liked it this way, but you do you. All right, so I'm going to cut a piece that is, I would do your 4 across first from your 6 inch piece. So that way you have a 2 inch stripe down the side. So I'm going to cut a piece that is 4 inches. And then you're going to rotate it and cut it at 5 1/4. Okay? So you're going to get a piece like this. No, I didn't actually have to cut that piece. I was just demonstrating. Because yes, it was already cut. Okay. So you have a piece like this. We're going to go ahead and add that to one of our card bases, making sure it's going the right way. Isn't that paper so pretty? All these gorgeous colored flowers. I'm not even a huge floral person, but that one is a really pretty paper. Okay, so we're going to use, so what's fun about this card is it's actually in the in colors. So I don't know if you noticed that or not, but these 4 flowers are the in colors. So we have Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and then this is Secret Sea, which is the other one. So we have all of our in colors in this card, which is super fun. Okay, so then once I've done that, I'm actually going to set that aside. Let's go ahead and stamp this before we go any further, because we do need to stamp it in order to complete the card. So I'm going to use Secret Sea. You could use black if you don't have Secret Sea. You probably won't even know the difference, but I am going to use Secret Sea for this. Let me move these ink pads because we don't need these anymore. Set them aside. Okay. All right, so I am going to use the Thinking of You sentiment that is coming from the Right Words stamp set. So if you're using the same stamp sets that we are, you're going to want to use that one. So Thinking of You, I'm going to ink that up. Just check to make sure I've got it, and hopefully this is straight. Oh, also, you want to go all the way to the left side of your sentiment. So, ta-da! Okay. So there is Thinking of You. We'll close that up. All right. then we're going to take this and we're going to cut it. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. Oh, you had to move it. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. For me, I think I'm going to do it about 2 1/4, but you guys do what works for you, maybe a little bit more than that. Basically, I'm just going to cut off this end that I don't need. And I'll recycle that little end. Okay, we're ready. Okay, so to put this card together, we're going to put our flowers like this. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then you can choose to do this upright or down if you want to. I thought it looked kind of neat to go like facing down, so it's like they're kind of like you're almost like you're looking at the top of a bouquet. So they're all spread out going in different directions. So, and I want it to have that every other kind of look. So we're not putting them straight across from each other. We're doing more of this, okay? Also, I can leave a little bit of a gap between this area since I am going to have this right here. If you want to, you can leave a tiny bit of a gap between the yellow and the orange. Also keep in mind that you've got to get leaves in here, so you may not want to do the gap, and that's fine too. So whichever way you want to do it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one down with just my adhesive toward the bottom of the flower, because I know I've got to get my leaves in here. Now I am going to put them in there pretty far. I'm probably going to cut off the bottom, but I just want to make sure there's room there for that. Same thing with the yellow. I'm not trying to, we're going to do that with all of these. I'm trying to leave a little bit of space for the, oops. Come here, you. You're sticking to everything you're not supposed to. Goodness. Okay. I want to leave a little bit of space so that I can get everything in where I need it to be. All right, like that. So we'll add this one. We just need these to stay. Okay, they're good. All right. So now with these leaves, I am going to cut off just a little bit of the bottom. It'll just make it a little bit easier to get it up in there. You don't need to cut off much of the bottom. The veins should be going up like this, so that'll tell you where the top of the leaf is. So I'm just trimming a little bit off the bottom of each of these, just like that. I'll just recycle those little bits. Okay, then I'm going to take these leaves and we're going to add them in here. So I just want one over here, and we're going to have it go basically to the edge of the card. Same thing with this one. In fact, I'm going to grab my mat here, make things easier. And we're going to pop this one in on top. We don't want it to go past the edge of the card, just to the edge. Okay. And then we've got this green one in the bottom here, bottom corner. So cool. I love these leaves. These are great. These are all from that set and they are wonderful. Okay. And then we've got the other green one. We'll add that one on the other side. This way. Just like that. So a little bit of difference too, because you don't want them to look exactly the same. So you've kind of got these two close, but these two are further apart. That looks really nice. Okay, then we're going to take these leaves and we're going to stick them up under the yellow and the strawberry slush. So you may be able to tell I really do like this distinction of adding a little bit more color. If you look at them side by side, adding that little bit of color to the to the inside piece there, the top piece, really kind of makes the flower pop. So again, you don't have to do it, but it is a cool little extra technique for those of you that feel comfortable doing that. Okay, so then we're going to pop this one up under here. And this one upside down, of course. Like I said, I feel like I'm kind of looking at the top of the bouquet. That's kind of how I'm treating it. So I'm just going to stick this up here. Oh, I may need to cut that off. You may need to cut off your bottom leaf, because it does have to get up under here and be in the card space. All right, just like that. Now, if it bothers you to have these not attached at the top, you can add more glue up under here. Just add a little bit of glue under here. However, I kind of like it because you'll notice that with these leaves tucked up under here, it does kind of make them lift, and that kind of looks cool. So I liked it, but you do you. Okay. So then we're going to take our sentiment piece here. We're going to flip it over and add some dimensionals. I've got one of these massive sheets here that I got from a kit. I'm trying to get used up. Let's add, well, actually, I think I'm going to use 3. We'll take off the back. Can't purchase cloud ink. What would they use if they want to do a special technique? Okay, so you can purchase cloud ink. You just can't purchase. So I did a whole video. Please check it out. You can see it on YouTube, or you can see it on, you might still be able to see it on Facebook. I can't remember if I reposted that one or not, on how to make your own ink spot for cloud cover. It's probably what I should have been using. Super easy to do. You just need to buy some of our empty ink spots, and then the cloud cover refill, because the ink itself does not react with the felt pad, which is what's in these. What it reacts with is the sponge pad in our bigger pads. So it was just a chemical reaction. So anyway, you can do that with this, and that works fine. And then I recommend buying the 1-inch white stickers, and then you can color with your blends marker, the cloud cover, and then add that. I write cloud cover on there, and then add it to the top and then to the bottom, so that when you're storing yours upside down, you can see what it is, but then you can also see it when you're looking at it from above. So that's how I do all of my my ink spots. So check out that video. It's a great video. You don't want to miss it. All right. It wasn't that long ago if you're looking for it. So we're going to take this and we're going to add it between the yellow and orange flower, more toward the bottom than the top. You don't want it straight up in the center. And then line it up with your Designer Series paper edge, just like that. Super easy. And then we're going to take our little embellishments here. So if you have a customer, Carolyn, that needs it, you want to show them my video, that's a great way to do that. Just say, hey, will you watch my Uplines video? She talks all about how to do it. It's fine to send them that way and let them see that. Just tell them to buy from you, not from me. Okay? All right. As far as, I mean, if they ever want to take my classes, they certainly can. But they need to buy the product from you. I'm not going to tell them they can't, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to add whatever large one you have, and then the medium one, and then the small one will go up here. So it doesn't matter what color it is, just large and small, and then medium down here in the corner. So if I can get these little pieces up there. All right. Because I'm not trying to steal y'all's customers. Y'all need to keep your customers. Okay. But I am here if you need me. Embossed would be pretty too. Just a little bird. What embossed? What, Christy? Like embossing the pieces, the inside pieces? Is that what you're talking about? Like running them through an embossing machine after you've cut them out, maybe? Or maybe one of the things you could do, maybe this is what she's talking about, is you can cover the middle part with Versamark ink and then clear embossing powder and heat them, and then they would be like shiny. That would be kind of cool. You could totally do that as well. But you can just use the Versamark ink by itself, and it will darken it so it looks like this, and then just let it dry. Don't put anything on it. and you'll get a darker color like that as well. So there's the two cards next to each other, so you can kind of see the difference. With, you know, not using the inks, it's still a beautiful card, you guys. But if you do use your inks a little bit, it just kind of ups the ante a little bit for this card. So that's an option. Just let it, I just want to make sure you guys know that's what you meant. You make them shiny. Yeah, you could totally do that. So, and I actually have a tip for that that's quicker for things that you want to do at home when you have smaller pieces like this. You're going to run them through. Check out my video. It's a technique video on using packing tape, and it is so cool. If you need me to find it for you, let me know and I'll find it and post it for you. I don't think I've posted it on YouTube yet because I have like 5 years worth of videos I'm trying to get posted on YouTube. So, and I've been down and out for over a week. So nothing's happened in the last week and a half. But anyway, check that out. It's really cool too. And you might enjoy that. It'd probably be quicker as well. So anyway, I hope you guys like this first card. Let's move on to card number 2. Card number 2 is the adorable Turtley Awesome. Actually, the paper itself is called Turtley Cute. So that's the paper we're going to use. So go ahead and grab that out. And you're going to want to grab a piece of this striped paper. I don't know if this one, is this one big enough? Did I already cut one? I may have already cut one. I did. Yep. So we're going to cut our Turtley Cute paper. I'm not going to have to cut mine, but I will show you how to cut it. Okay. Sorry for the sniffles, y'all. I'm still dealing with this. Oh, sorry. Grab that paper again. You're going to need your paper piece that looks like this. We'll cut it in just a second. And then you're also going to want to grab, I don't remember which one it's on. So hold on, give me a second. I have to find it. Now, if you have the Turtley Cute stamp set and you want to stamp this out and color it, by all means do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to look for the one that has this little breakdancing, there it is, the one that has the breakdancing turtle. So you should have 2 pieces like this. They have this design on the front, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut out one of the turtles. So you just need to find one. And yes, I know this uses up your paper. The cool thing about it is you can cut all these little things out. So I'm going to go around my little basket here because I'll cut that out later. So I'm just going to cut out this turtle. Now, if you have the dies, you can run this through your die cutting machine. I believe this is one of the, pretty sure this is one of the turtles. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fussy cut with you guys because, you know, it's only fair, right? Okay. So we do need that piece as well. All right, and then this piece you're going to cut. It tells you right here it's 2x4. So I want the 4-inch width with the lines going up. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn your lines sideways so that your lines are going left to right. You're going to cut 2-inch strip from this. Then you're going to rotate that 2-inch strip and you're going to cut it at 4. Okay, and you'll end up with a 2x4 piece that looks like that. And then you're going to fussy cut out this little turtle, or if you have the dies, you can totally cut that out with the dies. I'm pretty sure. I have them here somewhere, but you know, I'm just going to do it with you. It's actually a pretty fast fussy cut, so I'm just going to fussy cut this out with you guys. No big deal. I have rheumatoid arthritis. If I can do it, you can do it. She says, but she's been eating, I've been eating a mostly carnivore diet. It's basically meat and fruit, and it has helped me so much with, I have several autoimmune style type things. I have rheumatoid arthritis, I have fibromyalgia, and I also have endometriosis, and all of those things are inflammatory. response. And so by eating this way, I reduce my inflammatory response in my body, and it's been amazing. And we actually really love it. So, you know, red meat in particular, and fruit and honey, and try to stick with raw dairy as best I can. It's been amazing. We love it. Okay. So if you ever want information on it, I'm always happy to send that. Several of you have already had me send it to you, so there you go. Okay, so there's our 2 pieces from our paper. Now we're going to grab this from our stack of stuff. You're going to grab everything from the piece of shaded spruce up. So it's going to give you the shaded spruce. Then we've got a piece of soft sea foam. And then this one that's been run through the turtle folder, isn't that adorable? In garden green, and then we have our white piece. So it doesn't really matter how you put the white piece, but I'm going to tell you, I did it with, can you see how it has, I'm going to show it to you on something dark. You see how it has like this one side that looks like it's almost like a perfect circle and it's nearly been cut off? I made that the top. So with this at the bottom and then this little angle at the top, I felt like the little turtle fit best over here. So I'm going to put my sentiment here. So I'm just going to stick my turtle here to give me a frame of reference of where I want him. And he's just chilling right there. And then I'm going to grab the sentiment that says, I wish I had the right words for a time like this. And this is also from The Right Words. So I wish I had the right words for a time like this. This is a really great sympathy card. So, you know, the turtle, he's on his back, things are down, whatever. But this is such a cute card that you can send to someone. So I'm going to use garden green for this, for my sentiment. We do not eat vegetables anymore. I used to eat a ton of vegetables. I do love vegetables. We have stopped eating vegetables. Most vegetables, like 90% of vegetables, are actually really bad for you. They're not optimal food. And I know that sounds crazy. It was really hard for me to grasp. But I read the book, I read all the science behind it, and it is incredible. So if you want the information, I'm always happy to share, but make sure you read it so you understand why. You need to know why. If you don't know the why, you're not going to do it. But if you know the why, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm totally doing that. I learned an awesome trick. If you have a stamp, draw a line around them, then cut inside the line, it would work for this little guy. That's possible. I don't have the stamp in front of me. Yes, that's possible. It's some of them it would be kind of big, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, that's definitely possible. I feel like you can do that just as easily by going around it, because either way you're cutting around something, right? You're cutting inside a line or you're cutting out. I don't know. Either way is fine. Whatever works for you, Kathleen, that's what's important. All of us are different, so if that works better for you, then do it. Okay, so I'm going to add this little guy's sentiment right here, just making sure I'm in the space. All right. Oh, I'm glad you liked card number 1. I thought it was awfully pretty. Okay. Kathleen says, please find it for all of us. You'll have to remind me, Kathleen, okay? All right, so now that we've done that, we're going to grab these pieces right here and we're going to add them together. So I'm going to put this layer on top of my shaded spruce layer. And this is a very small mat. It's only like a 1/16 of an inch. So make sure you're careful with that in your placement. Okay, then we're going to take this piece and we're basically going to put it across the center. So I'm going to add adhesive here on the edges and a little bit here in the middle. But I basically want to put this across the center. You can eyeball that. Does it have to be perfect? No, it really doesn't. So somewhere about the center is what's important. Just make sure that lines up. All right, so there's that piece. Then we're going to take our turtle shell looking type piece. I love this. And we're going to add this over here on the side. Now we're going to end up cutting some of this off. It's not intended to have all of it, but before I do that, I just kind of want to see where this is going to be. So I'm going to, I want this a little left of center, so not much, just a tiny little bit. And so I'm just going to see where this is going to lay. So I think I'm going to have it up like that a little bit, right there. So I'm going to do my adhesive. And you can see here, I've got my hand right there because I know that that is going to lay off to the side. So I'm just going to stick that on. And then this part we're going to cut off. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to use my, it's really important that you have scissors like this. You can't, just using any scissors to do fussy cutting does not work. If you're using normal scissors to try to fussy cut, that might be why you're struggling. Make sure you get some of our snips. If you have other companies that have fussy cutting scissors you like better, make sure they're for fussy cutting. They are done differently. The inside is curved in, so it helps with your cutting process. These are important that you have fussy cutting scissors. So I take these, I put the top blade up against my paper, and I just cut a straight line in line with the paper because the blade is up against the paper. All right, so you can use that if you want to. You can put it on the inside of your card, whatever, or you can recycle it. It's up to you. I'm just going to recycle it. All right, then we're going to take our green ribbon that we have over here. You can see this ribbon is two-sided. Isn't that cool? Ooh, ah. Make sure you look at it. It's awesome before you use it. So this is longer than we normally do because I'm going to add a knot right here. So I want it to be about here. It might be hard to get it perfect, but we want to kind of try to get it in that area. So I'm going to get it as close as I can. Whoops. All right, and then I'm going to add my adhesive here to the back of this piece. We'll do a little bit here down at the bottom and the top. And I'm going to just stick my knot kind of in the middle of this space. Sorry, make sure that's straight here. I'm going to stick my knot here kind of in the middle of that space, and then I'm going to fold that over. We're going to do the same thing, pull over here and fold it over. And then I do like to just add a little bit more adhesive on top of my ribbon, make sure everything sticks. Then I'm going to take this, I'm going to add it to one of those card bases that we folded earlier, making sure it's opening on the right side. And we're going to just pop this on here, like so. Sorry for my nose. Yes, exactly. You can take the inside piece and glue it to the inside. Exactly. So you can take this piece that I cut off if you want and add it right here. That'd be really cute. Here, I'll show you. See, that's the front. Now I can't tell which side's which. So you could take this and add some adhesive. I'm on a silicone mat so that it doesn't stick to the surface. And then I'll just add that down here. Yeah, so you can totally do that if you want to. It's cute, right? Okay. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to add it right here. I have a glue boogie. Hate glue boogies. They won't leave me alone. Ruthie, she said, don't forget your ribbon. I wasn't. I was on top of that. Okay, so two things. You can add a second layer of dimensionals if you want to put this up on dimensionals and then put this up on dimensionals. It will go through the mail that way. Or you can lay this flat and then add dimensionals. I just did it flat. It's fine. Either way you want is fine. So, whoops. I'm just going to take this piece and make sure that my words are straight. Just like that. Then I'm going to flip my little turtle over. And where did my dimensionals go? Oh, there they are. They were hiding. And we're going to add one up here on his head. And then one up here. Here. Might do one more. That's probably overkill, but y'all know me in dimensionals. I'm more likely to use too much than not enough. Did Stacy join? Did I miss it? Hey, Stacy. Who else from your team is on, Katie? I know I saw Darlene. I'm trying to see who else is, or who from your group, I should say. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, so now we have some empty space up here. That's where we're going to put our embellishments, just to kind of use up a little bit of that space. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So you should have 3 of these little hexagons. They're so cute. I love this embellishment. So they're kind of big, so I'm just going to use my fingers. But if you need to use your, one of your tools, go for it. So I'm just going to add these 2 up here, and then 1 down here. If you have different colors, that's okay. Large and small, or large and medium down here, that's fine. Whatever is fine. I always do my large one with one of the other ones though. Okay, I think I actually did that wrong. It looks like I had 2 larges, so I should have put this one down here, but that's okay. It's fine, it works. Okay, so there is card number 2 done. Card number 3 is our absolutely gorgeous, beautiful gallery paper. Oh my gosh, have you guys looked through this yet? It's so incredible. I cannot wait to do some really fun cards with this. This paper is stunning. So you'll want to grab, I think I used that piece already, but let me check. You're going to want to grab this. Yeah, I think I did. That's probably the piece I used. I'm never going to get that back in there. Okay, so I'll mess with it later. So you're going to want to grab the piece that looks like this. Okay? All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this. Now, you can see here, you've got your main piece over here on the top left. This little tiny thing at the bottom right, that's the direction we're going, okay? So we're going to call this the top of this piece of paper. Okay, so I'm going to put it in like that, and I'm going to cut it here at 4 inches. And that leaves a really great piece for a bookmark or another piece on a card. It's really beautiful. That would make a really gorgeous bookmark, by the way. Okay, so we just have a little bit of flowers over here, but we're going to cut the one at the bottom off. So we're going to put this at 5 1/4, because the important part is the flowers at the top. And so you can use this later, for instance, this side as a scrap on something else. So don't worry, you're going to have plenty of uses for your scrap pieces. Okay. It's such a beautiful set of paper. Oh my gosh. Especially if you like vintagey stuff. Really pretty. Okay, so this one, from your stack of stuff, you've got this piece here that is Mossy Meadow, and so that's going to be this card, as well as there's a ribbon piece there that I was able to actually tuck in with everything. So we're going to take this ribbon and we're going to add it on first. So the ribbon is going to go, so if you look at this piece, there's a little white bud right over here on the side. You want the ribbon to go right below that. So it's perfect spacing. It'll be right below that. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back here, and we're going to add our ribbon just below that first little bud there. Just like that. I'm going to come across, hopefully straight, and tuck that in as well. And that is what you should have. Oh, hopefully that's straight. Does that look straight? I think so. Okay, add a little bit more adhesive on top of my ribbon, and then I'll pop, whoops, and then I'll pop this on here. Now this is going to take up a whole card front, so we're going to go ahead and add this to the front of one of our card bases, making sure that it opens on the right. Just pop that on there, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we're going to set that aside for a second. We're going to come over here to our little bits here, and you've got 2 ovals. You've got an oval that is petal pink and then a plain oval. Believe it or not, these came from 2 different sets, and yes, they're perfect together. So the Petal Pink set, and it is in your PDF, came from Unbounded Love dies, and then the textured metallic specialty, I'm sorry, the white cardstock piece. That oval came from Framed Scenes dies. Ugh, I can talk. Really, really cute little die set. If you don't have that one already, I would definitely get it. Okay. And oh, and then you're also going to need the textured metallic paper, which is the leaves. So I thought these were really beautiful leaves that came from the Hugs a Bloom, which is one of our add-on die sets for our paper pumpkin. So if you guys are not using your add-on dies, oh my gosh, they're amazing. Here I am using mine for a paper share. I just loved it so much. I was like, we've got to use those. Okay, and then from our embellishments, we need these antique looking metallic, kind of bronzy colored embellishments, and these are the pressed flower motif embellishments. Super cool. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp this piece. We're going to stamp this. I'm going to use Old Olive. You could also use Mossy Meadow if you have that instead and you don't have Old Olive, though most of us have Old Olive. Do you know that Old Olive is one of the oldest colors in our collection? Like, seriously, there's a few colors that have been around forever. Old Olive is one of them, been around for over 20 years. Night of Navy, Real Red. There's just literally a handful of colors that have been around forever and ever, that have not left the collection, and Old Olive is one of them. It's a great color. Okay, so we're going to use the I Am Here For You Always, and this is coming from the Beautiful Motifs set. You can tell because it's in the photopolymer instead of the red stamp, the red rubber. And so we're going to ink this up in Old Olive and hopefully get this straight. I can stamp straight. I just don't know if I can get my olive, it is kind of like shaped like an olive, right? My oval straight. I have words, and I swear. Yeah, are you guys like me when I'm sick? Like, my brain works even less. Like, does that happen to you? My brain is just like, eh. I slept so much last night, it's not even funny. So, oh. Does he have a pump? Oh, you're asking about the insulin. Okay. It's an eyelet. Okay, so we're going to add this then to our, I just came to the end. Do you guys see it? Oh my gosh, right in the moment. Always make sure that you clean off your glue boogies from your little machine before you try to put a new refill in. That will improve the workings. So this stuff gums stuff up. Hate getting that all over me. Okay, let me grab another one. All right. I swear this happens more often when I'm on screen than when I'm off screen. It's so funny. It does happen sometimes when I'm not doing a live, but I swear it happens more often when you guys are here to see it happen. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit, maybe, come on, add a little bit of adhesive to our oval. Pop that here on the Petal Pink oval. Try to get it straight, maybe. I might get it straight. Ovals are hard. Okay, circles are way easier. Okay. So now that we have that done, I'm going to add dimensionals to the back of this. This is a really, really simple card. No muss or fuss about it. It's definitely a simple card, but it is so pretty. So we'll add these guys. Now, for some reason, I gave you guys an awful lot of extra pieces of this, and I don't know why. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I put that we needed 2 of these, but we really only needed 1. So I think I'm losing my brain. So now you have extra. because you really don't need to. In fact, I ended up cutting one of these leaves off because I wanted to just have 3 leaves. But if you want to put 2 whole things, by all means, you can. Like, that's beautiful. So I'm going to do this one that way just because I have it sitting here. Otherwise, you're going to cut one of these leaves off, probably that one, and then you'll use 2 on one side and 1 on the other if you want to do that, okay? But I think I'll just do all 4. Why not? Let's go for it. More leaves. That's better, right? All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to each of my leaves, and we'll just pop this in under here, like so. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. All those beautiful gold leaves. Okay, and then we're going to grab our embellishments here. And I'm going to take the big one and we're going to pop this, if I can get it to flip over right, down here. And a small one with that. And another small one up here. Easy peasy. So cute. Love this card. So there's card number 3. Done. Really simple. Our next one is going to be using the Kitsugi Inspirations paper. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut out, hold on, I need to grab something. Oh, I'm going to grab a piece that's already been cut into here. So we're going to grab a piece that, oh, let's see, we're half done. So I'm going to announce Katie's winners first off, and then I'll announce mine at the end. So all of our winners of the pre-drawing are getting a pack of these beautiful strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems for free. So Katie has 5 winners, and I have 6. So we do 1 for every 5 people we have. Both of us had a little over that because it came out to almost 60 people. So she has 5 and I have 6. So I'm going to announce all of Katie's winners real quick. And so if you're on, of course, awesome and congratulations. Make sure you guys congratulate them. And we will be sending these to you. So the 5 winners of Katie's are, and hopefully I don't butcher any of your names. I apologize if I say it incorrectly. Robin Paquette, Christina Carloni, Carrie Frey, Darlene Nadeau, and Judy Johnson. So all 5 of you will be getting one of these in the mail from Katie, and then I will be announcing my 6 here when I'm done with the last card. Okay, so congratulations to all of you guys. The card base. Oh, Jill. That's okay. You can always come back and do it, right? All right, so I'm trying to see, do I have a piece? Oh yeah, I do right here. Okay, so you can use any of the jars that you want to for this card. Here's the card. I wanted to use one of the colors that weren't in the stripes just because I wanted to have an off color, but you can use one of the colors. Like, I think it'd be really pretty to do one of the peach ones, so I think I'm going to do that this time around. So I think I'm going to use this one, but you guys, whichever one you want to use is fine. So I'm going to use this one right here. So this is the pretty and pink ones. This is Katie's card, by the way. So good card, Katie. And then we're going to need, I'll finish cutting this out here in a minute. If you have the dies, you can of course cut that out with the die, but then you're also going to need some strips. And so we used the blue one here, which is the multicolored, it's this one right here, okay? And you want to strip going this way. So you're going to want to cut you know, so that it's, hold on, so that it's going this way. And then we also need a strip of the gold and vanilla. Is that vanilla or is it basic beige? It may be basic beige. We need a strip of that. And I'm going to tell you all the strip sizes here in just a second. We're also going to need a strip of the petal pink. You can use either one. It's up to you. I'm going to use this one that's on the back of the blue flowers. And you're going to need, do I have any more strips in here? I must have used them on something. You're going to need one, oh wait, no, that's it. Okay, that's it. Those 3 colors. Okay. So, excuse my nose. All right, so you're going to cut the strip with this design. You're going to flip it so that it's going this way. Cut a strip that is 1/2 inch, and then you're going to cut that down to 4 inches. Okay, so we have a 4-inch strip, and then again cut a strip that is 1/2 inch from the gold and the white, or gold and the beige, and then again cut it down to 4. And then finally, one of the pink ones, I'm using this one that has the blue on the back. I think there's 2 different ones, I can't remember now. But I'm using that one, and so then I'm going to cut a strip that is 1/2 inch, and then 4 inches. All right. Sorry about my nose, y'all. I apologize. I know I'm making all kinds of noises. Okay. So our strips we're going to leave right here for a minute. We're going to go ahead and cut this out. Again, if you have the embossing folder, the dies, you can certainly cut it out with your dies. And because of the way they did it, it actually leaves that color along the outside too, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to cut kind of inside that area for this. It's a pretty quick cut, but if you want to do it with your dies, you can. Okay. All right, and then we have this ribbon as well. This is one of the beautiful faux linen, what is it called? Faux linen, I was right. Faux linen ribbon. This is the cloud cover. This is beautiful, so it comes in all of our in colors, and so we're using the cloud cover one. And of course we're going to use this piece that has been run through the embossing folder that goes along with this Kitsugi set. So this is the joined together folder, embossing folder. So it has, like, you can see here, it's got different designs, and then they're joined together by the veins. So super cool embossing folder. So we're going to use this, and we're going to add, I'm going to start with, it doesn't matter which side you do for top and bottom, it's up to you. We're going to start with this piece. We're going to do this about 1/2 inch, maybe a little more than 1/2 inch, probably closer to actually 5/8, yeah. About 5/8 up from the bottom. So I'm just going to add some, what sweet's not available until July? The Kitsugi one. Is that what you're saying is not available? Is it sold out? It's probably, there's probably one piece that's not available, so you can get everything else. That happens a lot. You can buy them separately, you know. So I'm going to go a little bit more than 1/2 inch up from the bottom and add that first blue piece. Then I'm going to do, is that straight? It doesn't look straight. It looks crooked. I don't know if my mind is playing tricks on me or not, but it looks crooked. If y'all have never seen me use this little chiseler, now you have. It is amazing. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna put this on here so I can make sure it's straight. It looked crooked to me. I could be crazy. That is possible. I'm sick, so I'm delirious. No, okay, that's better. All right, then we're gonna use the next one, which is the cream color. I can't remember if this is beige. I can't tell by looking at it. I think it might be beige. And gold. You want some of that gold foiling in the card as well. And I'm going to put the majority, wherever I have more of the gold, I'm going to put that to the right because the left side's going to get covered up a little bit. And I'm just going to space it so that it's a little bit above the previous one. Not a lot, just a little bit, like a 1/16 of an inch. Okay, and I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to add some adhesive right here. We're going to do the same little trick we did before. We're going to make this a knot on one end, basically. Just like that. And that's going to go on this side. And then I'm going to just fold that over. You should have plenty of ribbon to do that with. Like, I have way more than I need. So you have a knot on this side. All right, I'm going to put this on some silicone so that sticky stuff doesn't end up grabbing. And then I'm going to add this piece above that. Bye, Katie. Just like that. Okay. All right. So now this piece is going to go on here. So again, you can use any of the jars that you decide to use. It doesn't matter. I feel like I like the pink better just because this adds another color, but it looks nice too. So it's fine. Okay. So we're going to add this. So I'm just going to add some dimensionals here. Okay, thanks, Kathleen. Do you know which piece is missing, Kathleen, from the bundle? It's probably, I want to say it was the folder, but I could be crazy. Might be thinking of a different one. So I'm going to add this up above the bottom of this piece and a little bit angled. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to add this. I'm going to actually put adhesive all the way around because this was put in an embossing folder. So I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on top of my ribbon here too. And we're going to add that to our card base. Was this cut wrong? This is cut wrong. If yours is cut wrong, you're going to want to fix it before you put it on here. I don't know why this is cut wrong. So it should be 5 1/4. For some reason, mine is cut at 5 1/2. So just pop it in there. It'll stick. That's okay. You can clean it off with alcohol later. It happens. I thought it looked really tall. I was like, why does that look weird? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, we're going to put this on here. Better be too big than too small, though, because you can always cut it. All right. Just gonna add this to our card base. I've got little glue boogies all over my hands now. I find these all the time. I'll be like going along and all of a sudden I'll be like, what is on me? Oh, it's a glue boogie. Gross. Yeah, the fixtures. Yeah, I think they got cut wrong. Jean says if the dies for this Kintsugi set are not available right now. Okay. Okay, so now let's do our sentiment. So we're going to grab from our little bowl. We've got this cute little sentiment. This actually comes from the Kintsugi set. And then you also have these gold, where are they? Here they are. These gold embellishments. Where is, Okay, I'm missing one. Should be in here somewhere. Did I like leave it in the, I may have left it in the, oh wait, hold on. Maybe it got up under here. No? Yep. Wait. It did. It's under here. I was like, where is it? It's gotta be under here. Okay, so you should have 5 gold sequins. It's not that part. You want the other one that looks like that. I knew it was in there somewhere. Okay. I need to like lay that paper down better so that it can't get stuff up under it. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp this. I'm actually going to use Misty Moonlight. You could of course use black or Night of Navy would look good too, or you could even use, I feel like the blue is too light for a sentiment, the cloud cover, but you could, if you have your little ink spot ready to go, you could do that too. Oh gosh, that was my jaw popping if y'all heard that. I don't know if you could hear it or not. I have TMJ. Okay, it's basically corrected from when I was a kid. I had braces to correct it, but every once in a while it still pops. All right, so I'm gonna add the thank you for everything to our sentiment piece here with Misty Moonlight. And again, this is coming from the Beautiful Motifs stamp set, but you can use any sentiment you like. Oh, it's okay, Renee. I could have written it down wrong, you know. There's no telling. Sometimes it's her fault, sometimes it's my fault. It's fine, we're human. It's all good. It'll all work out. Okay, so we're gonna add some dimensionals to this. Unfortunately, Renee and I are not perfect, so we do make mistakes. She's an amazing assistant. And I'm kind of an okay boss, right? Hopefully I'm not too bad. All right, there we go. Then we're gonna take our little embellishments here. Like I said, you're gonna have 2 large and 1 small, or two large, or 1 large and 2 small. I can talk, I swear. I'm just gonna use my scissors. They're sitting out. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a large one and a small one up here, and then whatever's left down here. So in this case, it's a large, but you can see here mine was a small there. So it will work either way. Isn't that the prettiest card? I love this Kitsugi. So just so you guys know, I've got a Kitsugi club coming up. We're going to be using this whole suite of products for the club. And I am actually going to be doing a video showing how to make Kitsugi art, which is gorgeous. And I know that's not a paper craft, but I have to show you guys because it's so cool and I cannot wait to show you guys. So we'll be doing that. All right, so there's that one. That was what, card number 4, I believe. Okay, moving on, card number 5. I love this one, you guys. Okay, so this is our rainbow card. So we're gonna grab our Boho Vibes paper. So pretty. This paper, you guys, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I don't know if you've looked at all of it yet, but it's pretty amazing. Okay, so the one you need is, I think it's the last one. Is it the last one? Am I crazy? No, it's almost the last one. It's this one right here. Okay, it looks like it has multiple rainbows going across each other, and it's got the petal pink on the back. Okay, so we're actually going to use this piece right here. All right. So you can see here, hold on, let me put this in here. So you can see here in the back, I've got my piece that I already cut from before. And so you can use this later. I can cut this if I want to, and I can use the rest of the pink. But this is just such a cool card to make with this that I had to. So really, really simply, all you're going to do is cut up along the edge of this green piece. Stay inside the green piece because you don't want to get those other colors or the white there. You want to stay inside of the green. So just like that, you're going to cut a rainbow off. And then you can save this for later, for whatever you want to use it for, like I'm doing. I'll just stick this back in here. Oh, my nose, you guys. I'm so done with it. Y'all pray for me that I get better faster, because it's been an ordeal. Y'all know me though. I've been sick a lot this year. I'm not normally this sick, I think. We've had a lot of bugs going back and forth in different places. It's always when somebody visits or I visit them. So, 2 of those bugs were, well, no, that at least one of them is for my son's college stuff. But anyway, okay, so we have 2 clouds. So I'm going to grab those 2 clouds. And then remember those little pastel colored dots? These are the, what are they called? Hold on. Oh, geez. I am so sorry, guys. That was probably really, really loud. I apologize. These are the muted palette dots. So they're kind of like really pretty kid pastels is what I think of. Okay. So sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to take this cloud right here. And you can see it's kind of got, it kind of dips down, or at least that's how I see it in my head. So I'm going to kind of bring it down like this so that I've kind of got this little straightaway. And I'm going to use a small sentiment. I don't want to take up the whole space because I am going to cut some of this off and use it over here. So I want a small sentiment. I'm using Hello. You can use whatever you want. And I'm going to use Secret Sea again for this, but any of the colors in the paper will do. So you could use Mossy Meadow, you could use Secret Sea, you could use probably, I don't know if that's Darling Duckling or it looks like it might be Daffodil Delight actually. Yeah, it is. Daffodil Delight, Mossy Meadow, Cloud Cover, Cajun Craze, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. Okay, so those are all the colors. Whatever you want to use, I'm going to use Secret Sea. I'm just going to do a hello. Oh, I'm an awesome boss. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, so we're going to add hello right here. Okay, easy peasy. Close that up. We're going to pop this in our trimmer real quick so we can make, so when you do stuff on cards, you kind of want to do them in 3s if possible. Not always. Sometimes you'll see clouds, you'll see in 2s, that's fine. But I like, there were 2 clouds in the set. Excuse me. Let me get a cough drop, y'all. This is a sunrise sailing set that I cut these from. And there's only 2 clouds in it. But the cool part is you can take a big cloud like this and cut it in 2 and it makes it look like there's 3 clouds, right? So we're just going to make sure our hello is straight. Hold on. I'm going to put it kind of on a line. So I'm just going to set it on one of these lines to make sure it's straight. Hold it nice and tight so that it doesn't move. And then I'm going to just slice that. So that gives me an extra cloud here to use. All right, so I'm going to take my this piece right here. So we still have all this for the next card. I'm going to add this to one of my card bases. Sorry, my nose is a mess. Hey, Diane. How are you? Oh, I'm sure you're having withdrawals because you can't make cards. I feel ya. I feel ya. Okay. And then we're going to add this piece, this rainbow, to the corner. So we use cloud cover for our sky, which is such a beautiful muted blue. And of course we have blue in our dots here. We're going to take the hello sentiment cloud. We're going to add that on dimensionals. We want to put it up. What did I do with my, they keep falling down in there. I can't put them in my regular place, so I have to put them somewhere else, and they just keep falling over. I'm going to add a little half one over here to the bottom. Sorry, I have to. Okay, so this is the only one I'm popping up. I want to overlap my rainbow just a little bit with this cloud. So I'm going to bring it down. I feel like that's further down than my last one. Hold on. Let me bring it up a little bit. Okay. And then this cloud I can just lay flat. Whoops. It came with me. Like so. And then this one, same thing. We're going to lay that one flat. Over here. So I'm just going to overlap two of the colors. It'll make it stand out a little bit better. Just like that. Okay. And then finally we have our little embellishments. I'm going to put the blue one down here because we won't see it up in the sky. So I'm just going to put that one with the cat hair. Make sure you get cat hair in yours. Your friends will love you. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. And then we're going to put a pink and a yellow up here. Okay. So that is that card. Give me 1 second. Okay. So that is card number 5. Card number 6 is this beauty right here. This is using the celebratory Sips paper. So for this one, we need the orange paper and I think it's actually technically tiger. Is it pumpkin pie or is it timid tiger? It's timid tiger. So we're gonna grab the timid tiger and the drinks paper, the one that has the small drinks, this one in the front here that you see, which is got the pink dots on the back, so it's this one. Okay, we need that paper. We need the orange. I don't know if I have a piece in here or no, I don't think I do. I'm gonna have to grab this piece. Okay, and then you also want to grab the you should have a piece in yours that looks like, if I can find it. I've already cut mine. I may have already cut it. I've been using this a lot, you guys, so bear with me here. It's this one. The purple on the other side. It's got the big drinks. You're going to pick a drink from this that you want to use. Now, we use the lemonade. I don't think I have one in the pieces that I've already cut, so I'm probably going to have to cut another one. I don't think there's one in here. Yeah, there's not. So I cut a whole bunch of these out of one of these already. But I need to cut. I don't even know if I might not be able to do lemonade. I'm not sure. I don't have much of this sheet left. So I think I'm going to have to use a different drink. We'll see. Nope, there's not any on that either. So I'm going to have to use a different drink. That's fine. Y'all use lemonade. I don't have any left. I'll use something different. Okay, so those are the ones you need for that one. Let's see what I have. What do you guys think? We'll see. I mean, you can use anything, but that one needs, I don't want to do those. That's the same color, so I don't want to do that one. And I don't have a garnish on this either. That's the other part. That would look good. It just doesn't have a garnish. I could even do a shorter one. Maybe the orange, maybe the purple would be better. But you can cut any of these that you want from this, you guys. I could even do I could do this pink one here with the umbrella. That would be cute. I don't have any of the orange ones left, or the lemonade ones left. So I'm not really sure what I want to do, but we'll see. Okay, So let's go ahead and cut these other pieces. So for this one, the drinks one, you want to cut a 2-inch strip with your drinks going front to back, or side to side, sorry. Side to side, cut a 2-inch strip, and then rotate and cut at 5 1/4. So you have a piece like that. And then for this piece right here, I want my stripes going this way. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 with my stripes going top left to bottom right. And then you can cut it at 4, or you can do it this direction at 4 first and then cut it at 4 1/4. So if you're going to do that, you want your stripes going top right to bottom left, cut it at 4, then rotate and cut at 5 1/4. This just happens to be the direction my paper was going, so it worked out. Either way is fine. Okay. I can always add a garnish to that later because I do have the stamp set. So, but I recommend finding the lemonade in your paper because that one's really cute with this. If not, do something purple. Purple will look really good. Okay. So I'm gonna improvise for mine because I'm out of lemonade. So we're going to add our orange piece, which originally should have been Timid Tiger. Somehow or another, in my mind, I got it switched out for pumpkin pie, but it still looks good, so it's fine. So this is technically pumpkin pie. Either one will look good. We're going to add our Timid Tiger. I love our new colors. Me too. Our new in colors are really pretty. They are gorgeous. If I have to pick, I think my favorites are the probably the Cloud Cover and Secret Sea and next to Strawberry Slush. But that's probably just because I like cool colors better. They're actually all really pretty. I mean, the Timid Tiger is a really nice orange. Okay, so I'm just going to add this strip onto this yellow strip. Try to get it straight. Maybe, possibly. Mine's a little long. If yours it is and you care, you can trim that. And it's a smidgen. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this in the center. Why does it keep doing that? All right, so we're just going to pop this on top here in the center. Top to bottom, and then centered like that. I'm going to set that aside for a second. We're going to stamp on our last sentiment piece here. I'm also going to grab these holographic dots. They're amazing. They're so pretty. If you guys haven't picked any of these up yet, oh, man, they're awesome. You're going to be getting them if you're getting my my Celebratory Sips Club. So you're getting a whole pack for free. Okay, so we're going to stamp on this. I'm going to use Pumpkin Pie or Timid Tiger. Either one is fine. I'm going to be using the Sending Good Vibes, and I'm going to do it all the way to the right. Would love to have to pick the drink that is the hardest. I would have to pick, oh, Jill saying she just had to pick the drink that's the hardest to cut out. Is it because it's the one with the umbrella? The lemonade one is definitely easy to cut out. If you want to pick one that's easy. Throw my arm around. Oh, yeah. Yes. Poor Kathy. Okay. So there's our sentiment piece. We can close this. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our drink and we're going to add that. I like to add this first. So we're going to pop this on on here, but if you keep the tail of this, you can actually add these together, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to try doing it that way because I think it ends up better in the long run. So we're just going to add these two together real quick. And to do that, I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive here on the end. And then I'm just going to kind of pop this at an angle like that. We'll double check this before we add it because I need that. Oh, you know what? It's too high. Let's set this down about where we want it. And then we can add our drink like that. There we go. Okay, so about like that. Because we don't want our drink to go too far outside. We want it to kind of be even. And then we want that straight. So something like that. All right. So once you've done that, you can add dimensionals to all this. I do usually put a dimensional covering the two there just because that will make sure that it stays together nicely. And then we'll add another one there and another one there. Okay, so we'll take all these off. Yeah, at least it was your left. You're right. It could have been worse. You like the challenge coin? Isn't that cool? Yeah, did everybody see that? This is our 250th anniversary, so this is a special anniversary edition. It says 250 Semper Fidelis, and it's in 24 karat gold. And this was a Mother's Day gift to me from my husband, and it's awesome. It says commemorative challenge coin, United States Marine Corps, Semper Fidelis, and then over here, and it's got the years, the 1775 to 2025. And then it says USMC, the few, the proud on here. So, really cool. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to add that. No, don't add that on. I'm sorry. Take your ribbon. I'm getting ahead of myself. I got distracted. We're going to cross this over just like this. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this right here so that it sticks out from in the middle. Okay. You can see it's on one of my embellishments. Okay. If you want to add a little bit of adhesive to that too, you can, but you want them to cross each other. Make sure they don't end up on top of each other, the two pieces. Okay. So stay where I put you and stop doing that. It's not obeying me. It's being stubborn. All right, so I'm going to just put this on here so that my sentiment is straight, hopefully. Just like that. Okay, and then once that's on there, then I can come in here and I can cut an angle cut on, oh, I need my ribbon cutting scissors. That will never cut through it. Not well, at least. Okay. Yes, these are the same snips. It's just I don't use these for anything but ribbon, so they stay nice and sharp. Get all those pieces off of there. All right, so just gives you a little extra something there. And then we have the beautiful, oh, there's a fly in here. It's fly season. We have the really cool holographic dots. So we're gonna just pop the large one. You should have one of 3 sizes. So we're going to pop the large one up here with the small one. And then the medium down here. It's almost like bubbles. It kind of looks like bubbles, right? That's what I think they were going for. Kind of like a champagne bubbles kind of thing. Almost. They're so pretty. I love them. All right, so yes, you can see that's much different with the purple over the yellow, but it works because purple and orange, or purple and yellow, which this has both orange and yellow, look really good together. So if you don't have lemonade, you can do this. And of course, you can always add a garnish to this later. I just not going to mess with it right now. There are garnishes. There's a whole page of garnishes in your paper as well. So if you want to grab it, there's like all these garnishes that you could cut out. So I can even cut out a lemon and stick that, which is probably what I'll do. Just cause. It's raspberry lemonade. That's what it is. It's raspberry lemonade. Okay, so there is the 6th card. Okay, now we've done all 6 of the actual cards for the paper share, but you have a free gift if you, hold on, let me put this away. I've got extra papers out here. Okay, you have a free gift if you purchase the full paper share from us, and it looks like this. Yours is going to have a label on it that says that it's a free gift, along with the other free gift, which was the actual Irresistible Designs paper. Now, the Irresistible Designs paper has 3 different styles of paper, and there's 2 of each. So you have 2 of the leaves. Can you guys see those? So it's clear embossing. It's like a UV protectant clear embossing. And then you have flowers, and you have the crosshatch. And you have 2 of each of those. And so you got a pack of those as part of your free gift. And you're going to want to grab one that is the hatch from that pack. And then you have your kit that we're going to be using as well. So this is the card that we're going to make. And I'm just going to open this up. You do have the special recipe card in here for your free gift. Ta-da! So that's in there. And you have all of your pieces here. I'm going to move the envelope over here to the side. We'll talk about envelopes in just a second. I don't want to forget that, so hopefully I'll remember. Oh, let me tell you who won before we move on. We've got lots of little bits here. And you have the sequins. You're going to have sequins in your, come on. The 5 sequins are in here. If you didn't get this card, you're not doing the extra card, you've got 5 sequins for something else. If you're one of my people, at least. Okay. So, you're going to want to grab your trimmer, because we're going to cut a piece that is 3.5 by 5.5. So I already have 5.5 cut here. So I'm going to rotate, so 5.5, and then I'm going to cut a 3.5. Or you can do the other way around. You can do 3.5 first and then cut 5.5. It doesn't matter. Whichever you prefer. If I'm doing it from a 6-inch piece like you guys are, I'm probably going to cut the 3.5 first. Okay, so it looks like this. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to take any kind of scratch piece paper that you have handy. It doesn't matter what it is. We're going to put that on top of there. We're going to grab our petunia pop. You could always also do this with fresh freesia if you want, but I did it with petunia pop. It works great. Okay. And we are going to add color from this corner to this corner. Okay. So I want the darkest belt of color to be in the center of that diagonal, and then get softer as it goes out. So I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to add some color to it. I usually tap it off just to make sure I'm not too strong when I start. And then I'm going to start going up, and we really want to get that right there. Okay, so I'm going to start going up that line. With little circles. And you'll need more ink at some point, so always make sure you tap off. Don't start directly on the project. Always come on from the side. So I want my darkest belt of color in this center area, and then it'll get lighter as I go out. So you can make bigger and bigger circles to add color further out. But always stay focused on that center belt of color. So you can get as much or as little as you want. You can go out as far as you want. Just make the circle bigger. And you can see how it lightens as you move out. And I'm going to come back in and do some more towards the center because I want to try to keep that darker. Okay, so it should look something like this. Okay, so you can see how you've got a darker belt of color in the center and then it goes out. Now it's going to dry a little bit lighter than this, so be prepared for that. It'll end up looking like something like that, but that's what we're going for. Okay. Oh wait, I don't want to put that away. I need to stamp on this too. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to add this to our card base. So this piece is Fresh Freesia. And I need to announce the winners from my group of people. Glad you loved all the different... Oh, I thought you had left, Katie. You're back. Glad you're back. Did someone ask? Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. Okay, I thought somebody had asked maybe what their favorite cards were. Okay, so, this is going to go on the center. That's where I was going. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So we're just going to add that on to the center. Just like that. Now this we're going to be stamping on. This is, by the way, if you haven't seen this yet, this is from the new banners. They are called, hold on, I've got them right here. They're called Party Banner Dies. Look at the size of this folder. They're huge. Okay, these, I can't move these into anything right now because I don't have anything big enough. These are the Party Banner dies, you guys. There's so many in here. It's crazy. Okay, like how many dies are in here? There's 20. There's 20. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 that are here. So there's 14 sizes. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 14 banners. So we did this one. For this card. This is an amazing set of dies, you guys. Totally worth every penny. It is so incredible. I love it. So anyway, that set is what I used for this. And so we're going to stamp on this, but if you want to go ahead and put everything on first and then stamp, you can. It's up to you. I like to kind of make sure that I'm stamping in the right place at least. So I get a little bit nervous about, you know, having it stamped in the wrong place, but some of you may get nervous about putting it on first. So it's up to you how you do that. So I just kind of try to figure out where my flowers are going to go. So you have 3 of these flowers, and I'm just going to put like 1 here and 2 down here. And that'll give me kind of a concept of where everything's going, right? So that I don't put the happy birthday in the wrong place. So then I'm going to take my something like that, okay? We'll get the leaves and stuff done in a minute. But just so you can kind of get an idea of where you want it to be. And then I'm going to take my happy birthday or whatever sentiment you're using. And I'm going to add that in the center. Just like that. I'll clean that in just a second. Okay. Before I go any further, I'm going to announce my winners. So we have 6 winners from my group of gals. Again, you're getting the same thing. You're getting the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. So we have 11 winners in all. I've already announced Katie's 5. Now I'm going to announce my 6. Mine are in alphabetical order. They were in the order they got drawn in. So the 6 winners are Tammy Cartwright, Sandy Evans, Jolene Smallwood, Diane Dorsey, Ruthie Westaway, and Nicole Herrick. So congratulations to the 6 of you. You'll be getting these in the mail. Okay. And make sure you're commenting on the video as we go along, because we're going to do a drawing for the live as well. Okay. So now that I've done that, let's move this out of the way. I am going to need one of my silicone mats. We're going to pop this on up here. And I do want to leave a little bit showing over here so we know what we're looking at. Actually, this needs to be trimmed a little bit. It is definitely taller than the, well, it's not terrible. I guess I'll leave it. It's pretty small. So we're just going to pop this at the top edge, just like that. Okay, now these 3 flowers, they have 3 little bases, and they are different. So you have to find the one that matches with the base of the actual flower. So I think that one goes with that one. You have to look at the, is it that one? No, maybe not. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's that one. So you have to match them up with each flower based off the shape of the bottom of this piece. So once you've done that and you know you've got them in the right place, then we're going to add our glue. So I'm just going to use my tweezers to pick this up, flip it over. I know, right? Can you believe that? We had 11 winners get those embellishments. They're so pretty. I use them a lot. I love them. So I'll pop that one on there. So I hope you guys enjoy them. And then, I'm so sorry my nose is running, you guys. I blew it before the video, but it's catching up with me now. All right, last one here. All right. So now we're going to take these, and I've got this little leaf, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm going to cut, I'm actually going to cut this bottom leaf probably off because I don't really need it. And I'm going to just cut right there. Okay, so we have these 2 pieces. All right, so this one I'm going to use up here, and then this one I'll use down below. So I'm going to use this flower that looks like this. You can use whatever one you want up here, and I'm just going to have this little leaf kind of below it. So what I did is I put adhesive on here. I kind of put this where I wanted it, and this is just an easy way to do this. Put this where I want it, on top of that, pick it up, and then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this leaf, just like that. And then I can add that back on there. All right. And this is a little bit harder because you have 2 separate ones, so it's a little bit easier if you lay one down first. So I'm going to lay this one down first. And then this one, I'm going to put my leaf like right here. I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive. And then I'm going to pick it up with that one, just like that. And then add a little bit of adhesive on the leaf. And then we'll put it back down with that one. So you get an idea of how that looks. I know, it's a little weird, but it turns out really cute, right? Like, a little janky, but it's fine. Okay. So then we've got our sequins. So you should have probably one large, two mediums, and two smalls. I think you might have ended up with two large. I'm going to put a large right here maybe, and then a medium up here, a medium over here. Stay. And a small, and then another small up here. Something like that. I'm trying to stick to my hands. Something like that. Okay, so then I'm going to grab this little guy so I can pick them up. And of course I have my green glue. So I'll just pick it up, put a little dot of green glue, and put it back down. Do that again. For each one of these. Ugh, my nose. I'm so done with being sick. This one's being stubborn. It's sliding around. It doesn't want to be still. Oh my gosh. I'm done fighting with you. Alright, always make sure you put your lid on that, by the way. Okay, so there is our final card. Now, the envelopes. You can do lots of different things with your envelopes. So, you're going to have an envelope for every card. The way I usually like to do these, if you don't have the stamp set that coordinates with the set with the card. Okay, so let's, for instance, we'll take this one. I do have the stamp set, but let's pretend I don't. If I don't have the stamp set for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my paper. And I'm going to add, take a piece of, hold on, I think I have another one that's going a different direction somewhere. I could be wrong. I thought I did. Maybe not. Could have sworn I had one going a different direction. Oh no, that is the right one. I'm losing my brain. Okay, so I've got a piece. This happens to be 4 inches wide, so I'm going to stick with that, 4 inches. And then I'm going to cut like 3/4 of an inch to an inch, somewhere in there. You can do as much as you want. I'll just do 3/4. And then I'm going to add this. I've got my envelope going the right way. Grab my silicone mat. I want to put adhesive all the way around this piece because I don't want to get it stuck in any of the machines that, you know, they have at the post office. You don't want it to get caught. I want it to stick all the way around, and then I'm just going to add that to the front of my envelope. And that gives me a decorated envelope that matches. Okay, so that's one way. Another way, let's just go with that same turtle envelope, is to take a piece of the paper. I need a bigger piece, so let me find it here. Is it this one? No. Which one is that? Oh, it's this one. So I'm going to take a piece, and I'm actually going to do the flap. So the flap of your envelope is 2 1/4, I think is what I figured out, or 2 1/2. No, okay, so I would do 2 1/2. So I'm going to do a strip off of this that's 2 1/2. by 6 is what I usually do, but you could do, yeah, I would do 6. So I'm gonna do, so basically 2.5 off of your 6-inch piece would be perfect. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to add adhesive to our envelope. So I'm gonna put my envelope out here like this, and I'm gonna add adhesive down the flap. I want to stay on the flap. I don't want to go over the edge there. And then I'm going to do all the way around. I'm going to try to stay as close to the edge as I can. All the way around. And I'm also going to do this curve. Just like that. And then I'll take this piece. And I'm going to add it right up there at the edge. If you want to, you can fold it over and, you know, do it like that, but I just use it like this. I think it works fine. So I'm going to put it right up here at the edge of my flap. Hopefully all the way to the edge. Got a little bit of glue showing there. Usually you can rub it off with your finger. All right, and then I'm gonna make sure it's really well on there. Flip it over, take my scissors here, and we'll just follow the envelope around the edge of the flap. Now this is really cute to do if you're gonna do, like, if you want to stamp on the front, but you want to add this to the flap, that's really cute. If you have a coordinating stamp, then that can be really cute. So you have this on your flap, and then you stamp a little turtle on the front, and you're good to go. So those are your options. Those are 2 easy options, at least. You've got lots of options, but those are 2 easy options for creating envelopes when you really only have the paper. If you don't have the stamp set, but you want something to coordinate with your card, okay? And you can do it with all of the cards, with all of the different papers, okay? So this one, of course, uses up less paper. And since most people throw away their envelopes, I tend to go with this one, even though I do like this. I think it's super cute. This is the way I tend to go, just because I know that if I'm going to be adding paper to an envelope, and I know they're going to be probably throwing the envelope out, that's less waste. But if you want to make it nice and lush, go with this, stamp on the front, you know, whatever. Do the whole thing. It's fine. So those are some fun envelope options for you. Okay. That said, let's now move to the announcements and the free goodies. So if you haven't already commented, now's the time to do it so that you don't miss out on all of those goodies. All right, so announcements. We just closed out the In Color Club. However, haven't placed the order, so if anybody needs it, let me know right away. Like, tell me now. Like, seriously, tell me now. This is live. If you're not on live with us, then you won't be able to get it. But if you do need the In Color Club or the card only option or the PDF only option, please let me know right away, because I am doing that this afternoon. So, but also we have the album retreat coming up. So if you guys have missed this, make sure to order your album retreat if you would like to participate. I've shown it a couple of times online, but I do want you guys to know what it is. It is $250 unless you're a demonstrator, then of course you get your discount. And you might be going, oh my gosh, that's a high price point. Yes, it is. However, it is an entire album of words, an entire album of layouts. So you're going to get 12 full 2-page layouts, one for each month of the year, which is a ton of stuff, you guys. It is a lot. And not only are you going to get that, you're going to get a whole bunch of other stuff too. So you can see here in this picture all of the things that you're going to get, though I have gone through and shown this. These 4 stamp sets are shown here. Let me show you. Like, look, they're huge. You're going to get 4 humongous stamp sets with this, and it's going to be in 2 stamp, you have 2 stamp box cover things. So if you don't store your stamps like this, You can store them in a sleeve or whatever, or you can get some of our blank stamp boxes that you can add these to and put the two stamp sets in per box. And it just shows you these look way smaller on the front. They're only at like 70%. So just know that they're significantly larger, just to bring your attention to it. Like this little flower is actually this size, right? So just keep that in mind. So lots of really great stamps that come in this set as well that you're going to be able to use for ever and ever. You're going to get 12 sleeves for your protector sleeves for your album. You get all 12 of the months. All the stuff is cut and ready to go. It's just assembly, and you get all these other pieces that are a part of it too, as well as all these pieces that we'll get to stamp on. You're going to get a full pack of the neutral dots and a full pack of the white twine. You're going to get 6 flip flaps, and you're going to get a huge package of photo placement cards for helping you out with that too. It is a lot, you guys. Okay, Kathleen, please text me that so that I do not forget as soon as we get off of the video, or you can do it now if I don't want to forget. So make sure you do that. I tend to forget about decorating the back flap. Oh, well, you don't have to decorate the back flap of an envelope. It's just an option. So people always want to know, how should I decorate my envelope if I don't have the stamp set that coordinates with this? And so I'm just showing you some options. So you could do it this way, or you could do it this way, you know, whatever. Like I said, this way uses up less paper, but that is an option. Okay. So anyway, this virtual album retreat, the retreat itself is going to be on Facebook Live on the 16th through the 18th from 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm just going to say Mountain Time, whatever it is this time of year. Whatever that is for you. Do you have to be on live? No, you do not. It will be recorded. You can watch it after the fact. I am not going to be on live for all of this. There's just no way. So I will have to watch some of it after the fact. And so you'll be able to do that. You get access to this special Facebook group when you sign up for when you buy the kit. So make sure that you put your correct email address in there so that you get the information on how to get to the actual retreat. Do not share the retreat information with people who didn't pay for it, okay? Just like it is for this. Don't share the paper share retreat information with people who didn't pay for it. Okay, also, I do have my Kitsugi Club coming up. Be looking for that. I'm going to be posting that ASAP. If you aren't getting my texts and you'd like to get them so that you get that information when things like that come out, please text me at this phone number with your phone number so that I can text back to you, and your name, of course, so that I know who you are. If you'd like my email list as well, include your email, and you will get the amazing creative inspiration calendar totally for free every month as a free gift from me. So I send this out every month. It has all of my Facebook Lives on it, plus every other day has a creative prompt on it, so you can do something creative every day of the month. And so I hope you enjoy this. My free gift to you. Thank you for being one of my customers. Whether you buy from me or not, it's a thank you to you. So you can do that really simply by just texting me your email. You'll get it every month. Okay. That is all the announcements, and now it is time for, by the way, if you want to order for the Kitsugi before I get it out there, you're always welcome to do that. Those of you that buy from me all the time, you're probably going to do it anyway, so you can always do that, but I should have that done soon for you guys. Okay, so now it is time for our prize drawing. So we have all the prizes that you guys got that were the pre-drawings, but now we're going to do the live comment drawing. So if you haven't commented, do it now because you're going to miss out. There will be one that will get drawn next week. So those of you that watch the replay still have a chance. So make sure you comment, even if you're watching the replay. Thank you for the drum roll, Phyllis. So I'm going to put out some goodies. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, we have the Designer Series paper sample pack. This is random Designer Series papers. Every one of these packets looks different. So if you're looking at this and you're like, I want that sheet, you probably get it, but you might not. So it's a random sheet of paper. This is just my demo. It's got all different kinds of papers in it, you guys. So random Designer Series papers. They're all Stampin' Up, and they're all double-sided, but it's random. And there's 12 sheets per pack. You can also get my Pick 4 ink spots. If you choose this, I'll send you a list of all the colors you can choose from. It doesn't have to be these 4 colors. It's just a sample. Also, you can get the D size blocks from me for stamping. You can get the gold holly leaves embellishments. These are like a fabric leaf with gold thread going through them, and it's in 2 sizes. So you have a large leaf and a little leaf. I can never find it when I need it. There they are. They're hiding. So you have a large leaf and a little leaf. These are the gold holly leaves. See the 2 different sizes there? Aren't they cool? I love them. So they're really great for fall and winter, which are coming up quite quickly. So if you're interested in this is my last package. Can you believe it? It's my last package. So we have the gold holly leaves, and then, because I bought a ton of these when they went on sale. And then we have the little chiseler. You guys saw me use it today. That everyone needs one of these in their craft room. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product, by the way. I buy these in bulk straight from the company, Little Chiseler. And I pass that savings on to you guys. So you can always buy one from me for $2, or you can get them free in my drawing. These are amazing for correcting our mistakes when we're crafting and saving our projects. So if you ever need to save something, you'll be glad you have it. Having more than one is always great. Having one in your craft bag, one in your craft room, things like that, always good. Or you can give them away as gifts to your friends. So I'm going to do one drawing live today, and then we'll do one next week. So I'm going to pop this over here. And then this one I'm doing from a week ago, or I guess actually technically that would be a long time ago. It'd be nearly a month ago, because we haven't done a Friday video in a while. Hold on, let me see what day that was. I don't have my list. Where's my list? There's my list. Okay. So that was Notes and Totes Club. So I'll have to do that one a little bit different, but we'll be doing that one. Okay. So I'm going to grab the link from this video. I think this will work. It might not. Sometimes this doesn't work, because when I have special, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. I might have to do both of these the old-fashioned way. I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Okay. We're going to try it, though. Watch it tell me no. One of these days they're going to fix it. Yep. It won't let me. Okay, so I'm going to do the old-fashioned way. Go back. Go back. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go to the top of my comments here. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And our winner is Lori. Lori LaFrance. Congratulations. Please pick a prize and put it in the comments. And then I'm going to come over here to my video from, hold on. I should have opened this up earlier, but I didn't even think about it. From the club. And gotta get over here to my groups here. Did you guys enjoy that club? I sure did. It's such a cool one. So this was our May club, and I'm gonna get all the comments open here. All comments. Here we go. 1, 2. It didn't go. Hold on. I gotta go back up to the top. Why didn't it go? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Darlene Nadeau, congratulations. Please pick a prize. Pretty sure you're still on for that one. All right. Congratulations to both of you. Let me get back over here. Okay. Lori wants the gold leaves. All right. That's the last one. It is yours. And I don't know if Darlene is still on or not, but I'm so glad you guys joined me. If you were here with me live, I really enjoyed you guys being here with me. Did anybody have any questions before I leave? And remember that Katie's video is going to be tomorrow, so Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time, whatever that is for you, or 7 Eastern, because she's on Eastern Time. So, and she's going to be doing the in colors. So if you got the colored papers, she'll show you a fun card that you can do with that. Go take a nap, she says. Yes, Mom. Kathy's not my mom. She's just telling me to. No, Kathleen said it. Kathleen's not my mom either. What month is the Kintsugi Club class? It's for next month. So the sign up is going to be pronto. Yeah. So you can text me to sign up for that if you'd like. It's going to be so much fun. I've already made a few of the cards. I'm just not totally done. So I don't know if I want to show them to you or not. Here, I'll show you the ones I've made. Will that be good for you guys? So here's one of them. These are the ones I've made so far. I'm not done, and I haven't done the layout. Isn't that cool? And then we've got this one here. So pretty. I love, and this one I haven't finished yet. I'm working on this one. So I've only got 2 done. And I'm working on the other 2. You'll love that one that I was in the middle of making. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. Don't miss it. Yeah, definitely text me and let me know if you want to take it. It's a club, so it will include the Kintsugi, the paper, and the embellishments, the gold embellishments that go with it. And then of course I'll be doing a layout as well. So okay, do we not have any questions other than that? I think Darlene must have jumped off because I don't see her picking a item, so she must have had to jump off. All right. Thank you so much again for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please join us tomorrow and Sunday. Hopefully I will be able to continue going. I think I will. Tomorrow's plan is Scrapbook Saturday for the wonderful, let me show you, Weekend Adventure. Oh my gosh, I love this set. I cannot wait to play with this. So I think this is going to be so great for my reunion stuff, by the way. So Weekend Adventure, we'll be doing that tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we're making up the paper pumpkin. I missed the Mountain Majesties, which was the May paper pumpkins. We'll be doing that on Sunday. So please come and join us for all of that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you guys. God bless.